gentlemen, we are here at Eastview High School, and we've got section championship Dan Hope, Pat Dorsey, along with Bill Bernard on stats. Eastview versus Eagan tonight. And we got a minute left to go here in the game. But Dan, we got an interesting matchup. These two teams have played twice throughout the year. One was an overtime, lost Eagan, and Eastview kind of hammered them on February 7th. So it's one of those games that we can hold with them. If we can take care of the basketball, it could be a nice night.
A lot of hype around this game, Pat. You're right. Eastview's up 2-0 for the season, but it is playoffs, and we've had lines out the door tonight. We hear it's a sellout. We've got bands on both sides of the baseline. It's sort of a battle of the bands in the warm-up. We've got each band playing their turn with the tunes, and the student sections are already standing up. So what do you think? We've got a good matchup tonight. What do you think some of the keys are?
It's a pretty electric night for sure. Keys to the game, being around the practices, from Eagan right now, I think they're in a good place. And right now we're going to take a timeout actually with about 10 seconds to go here in warm-ups. We're going to have a national anthem, and so we're going to listen to the national anthem, and we'll be back with the starting lineups after this.
In America, it is tradition to stand, remove your hats, and face the American flag during the playing of our national anthem. Please rise and honor America as the Eastview Pep Band, led by Rich Bergeron and Ben Harloff, lead us in the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pat Dorsey along with Dan Hoke, and on my left is Bill Bernard on stats. But your question, Danny, what are the keys of the game? I've been around Eagan's practice all week, and they're feeling pretty confident. They got two games that they've got under their belt against Eastview. One was a Overtown game, and actually there's a lot of opportunities that Eagan could have won that basketball game, and gave up a couple of late possession turnovers that led to easy baskets for Eastview that got it to overtime, and then it just kind of got away from us in overtime. But the second game was one of those games where it was Eastview's night, and everything they did, it just catapulted in something great once again. And so that was just one of those games that you just kind of sweep under the rug. But the keys of those two matchups, in that first game, Eagan was able to slow down the tempo, take some great shots, and in the second game, the transition offense for Eastview really took its toll to Eagan. So the keys to the game for Eagan, we got to slow down transition, we got to rebound on that backside, we're giving up some size, and then Mekinen, who's a really good basketball player, he's a junior for Eastview, he's a Division I recruit, he's unsigned at this point, but he's going to go someplace big next year, and we got to contain him, keep him on the outside, and keep him off the glass.
For those at home, we want to note that he's 6'8".
He's sick. He's a big kid, 6'8". And so as we go, the keys to Eastview, though, they want the up-tempo. They want to contain Emmanuel Schmitter, and they want to go. They want to get up-tempo and contain the free throw of the shooters of Eagan. So we got starting lineups right now. 4 starters for Eagan. They've been the same starters all year long. That's Emmanuel Schmitter. He's our leading scorer. Austin Carruthers, number 10. Jack Hansen, Austin Carruthers, and Max Busley. That's the final starters for Eagan. They've been the starters all year long, Dan. Along over with Eastview Lightning. We just got announced there, Jonathan Menkinen. He's the star player for them. Chet Kloss, number 14. He's going to Concordia of St. Paul next year, Division II school in the NSIC. And then Miles Adams, he's number 11. Elias Batala, number 5. And then Ruhan Jordan, number 1. But we'll see Dylan Omweno. He comes off the bench, a 6'1" point guard. A lot of energy coming off the bench from Dylan.
Eastview comes in with a 21-7 record. And Eagan comes in 16-12. 16 wins, 12 losses for Eagan. So here we are, minutes away from 18 minutes up on the scoreboard. And here we go, Pat.
All right, fun atmosphere here. Here we go. Let's get the ball is underway, controlled by number 5. That is Batala leading the point, guarded by Max Busley. They switch off up on top. On the right side, looking inside to Mekkinen. Good defense down low by Jack Hansen. Mekkinen penetrates, good help side defense. Gets it back to Mekkinen, spins right into Max Busley. Good help side defense. Penetration inside paint, little dribble, drive, and the first bucket goes to Eastview. Number 1, that's Ruhan Jordan. Quickly ahead now is Eagan. They're going to try and slow down this tempo, Dan. Just want great shots. And we got a whistle here on the court. What do we got?
We've got somebody with a sprained ankle.
Looks like we got an ankle there. That's number 11, Miles Adams. It's a little tough to see Miles Adams because his twin brother Mario is coming in for him. Number 10, Mario now. Both
Eastview,
6'6", they look identical
yeah,
as they are.
They do, both talented players as well. Both teams coming out in man-to-man defense.
Schmitter hard to the basket, rims around, no good. Loose ball, battling, is it Hansen? Mekkinen picks it up, throws it out of bounds, should stay with Eagan. Should stay with Eagan here. What do we got? They're going to talk about
referees talking with each other.
It wasn't a tip.
From here, they got that right. From here, clearly Eastview was trying to get the ball back to another player, missed the pass. It was a good call there by the referees.
And you know, Dan, you know me very well. I'm always, there we go. There's Max Buster from the corner, no good, gets his own rebound. Finds Carruthers, left wing, Schmitter for 3, and he's got it. Good ball reversal, gets the defense transition flat footer a little bit, and they find Emmanuel Schmitter. What I was going to say about the refs, you know that I've been always very supportive of the referees. In fact, I've helped them my whole career, standing on the sidelines.
Yes, I've seen you being very helpful to the referees.
Here we got a walking steps on the left side. Good defense, Emmanuel Schmitter.
It's first turnover of the game.
Shuffles his feet as Jonathan Mekkinen. I see Eastview wanting to get a full court press going on, get a lot of pressure here in the backcourt. Austin Carruthers will work against number 5, that is Batala. Hand off to Emmanuel Schmitter. I like the pace that Eagan is doing right now. Slowing it down, making Eastview work.
Yep, they really got in trouble last game in some fast-paced transition game. They want to try and stay away from that.
Couple of quick shots. Here's Carruthers from the corner, no good. I'm also noticing 3 defensive players back after every shot here that we've taken thus far. Here's Kloss, nearly turns it over here, finds Batala. Now we get a quick reversal. Baseline penetration is Adams finds Kloss down low, off the glass and good. Nice post feed there by Mario Adams. We'll keep an eye on his brother, who's on the sidelines with a twisted ankle here at the moment. In the early goings here, Eastview Lightning 4 and Eagan Wildcats 3. Jack Hansen down low, working over Kloss. Reflected on the little jump hook there, and here comes Eastview the other way. Mekinen for 3, down low, high rebound, and Carruthers got it. Turnover again, Austin. Wanted to get it to Jack Hansen, and spinning around is number 5, Batala, down low in the pass. So that's what's going to happen. We turn the ball over, they're going to have opportunities, Dan.
Yeah, they've got a nice team to go one-on-one on those transition baskets, and they finished there for 2.
That was a good idea between Carruthers and Jack Hansen, but their spacing, Jack and Austin were just too close together and didn't have a great angle. And Mekinen was able to get his hands in there. Here's Austin Carruthers, little 15-footer, rim's no good, and that's Kloss with another rebound. Quickly ahead is Jordan. Over the timeline, working against Kazan. Batala, inside Mekinen, double teamed immediately on that backside. Down low to Kloss again. Just finds Jordan in the paint. He's got to be a travel there, I would think. Yeah.
Got a traveling call going the other way.
Little contact. I think Jordan wanted a bump, but I think Max Busley was straight up and down and did not get a. Was able to not
second
reach
turnover early in the game with Eastview. See if Eagan can convert this time. Here they go.
Here we go, Kazan. Working against Batala. We got Schmitter. Schmitter's got the only basket thus far. Here's in the paint off the glass, and that's good. That's what Eastview coach Paul Gatz wanted to prevent. He doesn't want Emmanuel Schmitter to get into the paint with the dribble penetration.
He's a strong finisher, has been all year for Eagan.
Mekinen down low over Emmanuel Schmitter, and he gets the basket. Thought there was an opportunity maybe for a charge, but Schmitter might have been under the basket a little bit too much. Austin Carruthers, another loose pass. Rims around, no good, and we're going to get a foul under the basket. Kloss will get to the line shooting 2. How many turnovers, Dan? We got 3 turnovers already in the early goings. That is one thing that Coach McKenzie wanted to make sure that we cleaned up those passes and just been very methodical with that.
One of the things I've noticed so far, Pat, is that Eastview is taking those turnovers and they're quickly pushing the ball up court, trying to make something happen with either a foul or getting a shot up. So you can see that Eastview is really trying to use the transition gameplay a little bit more fast-paced compared to Eagan's half court at this point. A little different styles. Why do you think that is?
So Eastview has got 9 points, looking for 10 right now, and of the 3 turnovers, they probably have 6 points from all of those, maybe 5. Offensive rebound, Mekinen kicks it out, and it's going to be controlled here by Eastview. Rebounds and turnovers, what McKenzie really was emphasizing all week in practice. Liam Madigan into the game right now. Lost his footing, but we got Mekinen hitting the 3 there right over Liam Madigan. 12-5, just hold your composure, fellas.
That's right, critical possession here for Eagan.
Looks like they're ramping up the pressure a little bit, Eastview is.
Lots of energy in the gym, Pat. The student sections are both standing up. And
another tip pass, struggling a little bit here with this ball pressure. Liam Madigan gets a ball screen for Searing. He's going all the way to the rack. Pulls up, fades away, rims around, no good. Mekinen, another rebound. Dropping back defensively. Looks like we're going to sit in a 2-3 zone here for a moment. Let's keep the ball out of the paint. There's Jordan working that perimeter. Gets Mekinen. Jordan on the baseline, right wing. Inside to Kloss. Rims around, no. That's going to be hard off the back iron. Rebound Madigan. Here's Schmitter now. He's going to set up the offense, get a ball screen by Searing. He's going to go all the way to the rim. No, kicks it out to Carruthers. No good. That's Kazan, I'm sorry. Loose ball. Couple of Eagan guys diving for it. Couldn't pick it up, though. That goes to Adams. Slowing down the tempo now is Eastview. Here's Mekinen down low. Cut off. Great defense, Schmitter. Ball reversal. Penetration. Here's another one for McKinnon, and he's got another.
We have a timeout, Pat.
Timeout on the court with Kevin McKenzie. This is not the start we were hoping for. Turnovers and rebounds is not going our way.
You know, Pat, what I'm seeing is that Mekinen is playing outside, and that's really posing some problems. He can hit the three, hit two of them so far, but he's by far the tallest player on the court at 6'8". What are your thoughts about trying to D him up?
Well, I think they're switching out on him, and I think they're just, it's, you know, when they're playing, when the kids are playing, they can't really tell that the crowd is big or small. They're just kind of doing their job. But what does impede them a little bit is the sound, and so on these switching, you have to communicate that, and that's such a critical piece to the defense. And so with the volume in here, sometimes that switch call is a little bit harder to hear, and maybe that's where Jonathan is getting a couple of buckets there wide open, because they don't want him shooting out there, and I think it's just more of a communication piece.
Well, according to the conference records and the overall records, Eastview, you'd have to say, would be favored in the game. I think Eagan is feeling really quite good about themselves with the play they've had in the last couple games in the playoffs. But right now, you've got a 10-point advantage to Eastview, so really looking for that timeout to power recovery here for Eagan, close that gap.
Just kind of get a little composure. Austin Carruthers is going to come in or the next whistle. You got Liam Madigan with the ball here on the left wing, working against Adams. Both Adams now on the floor right here again. Schmitter, here's Madigan from 15, no good. Battling around, we're going to get an offensive foul on Searing. Madigan from about 15, I thought that was a good look. Just didn't fall. And Miles Adams, that's good news, number 11, Miles Adams back in the basketball game. He rolled his ankle early, and I'm watching him right now. He's tender on it, but I think he's going to be fine as the game goes on. Here's Amweno now in the game, number 2 for Eastview.
He's famous for...
There's an alley-oop dunk.
Oh, wow. That was big time.
Alley-oop dunk. That was a ball reversal. Got it to Amweno, and alley-oop to Mekinen. He's showing everybody why he's a Division I athlete right now, and that's going to ramp people up. Alex Strupfer in the game. That's a turnover. It's going to be an easy basket here again. This is danger zone, Dan.
Yep.
Slipping away. A lot of times that slam dunk, you kind of get things fired up for a team, and it just can really deflate a team at the same time. Here we go, 19-5. Not the start that Eagan wanted, but it's the start that we got. We just got to regroup. Strupfer, the freshman out there. Searing, going to ball screen for Carruthers. He's going to get a little runner floater in the lane, no good. And Mekinen once again. One shot, one rebound,
Yep.
isn't it, Dan?
Big rebound.
Yep. Here's
Call that
Bueno.
cleaning the glass.
Penetrates. Tipped around. Adams down low, and he gets another basket.
Everything going right for Eastview right now.
It kind of feels like the game at Eastview when we played Eastview. It was just kind of slipped away, and whatever was happening for Eagan wasn't working. And it kind of feels that way right now. But we got to hold our composure. Carruthers in there, finds a ball screen. Here's Madigan. His third shot's finally gone in.
Well, they needed
so
that.
if we can get him hot, that'd be great. 21-8 now, 9.5 to go here in the first half.
Nice shot.
Here's Eastview. Amweno. Number 5. That's Batala down low. Here's Mekinen. Adams looking for his brother. Nothing there. Mekinen reverses it. Batala on the left wing. Adams penetrates, nearly loses the ball, skips over. And suddenly we got Eastview slowing things down here in the half court. He's got away with a travel, I thought. No call. There we go. Adams looking down low on Mekinen. Trying to front the post is Trevor Searing. Good double team on the backside here by him. Rebound over the backboard, should go Egan's way. Number 10, that was Mario Adams. Had an open look there and just rims short.
Well, when you think about comebacks, Pat, a lot of times you hear coach say one possession at a time. So what is Eagan going to do here?
Well, I think they're just going to need maybe that three-pointer on that left side by Liam Madigan kind of settles them down. We hadn't made a shot here for several possessions. We haven't had bad shots, just haven't gotten them to fall. And so maybe that settles the nerves a little bit. Now we can just play basketball. Got a nice little double screen curl cut. Here's Oscar Kazan working against Bueno. Madigan in the corner, nearly tipped away.
Eastview staying in a man-to-man defense against Eagan.
And they want to pressure. They're going to try and pressure that passing lane. Eagan wants to reverse it as many times as they can just to get that backside help away from the help side.
There's
Here's
an open
nice
shot.
Little cut. That's good offense, fellas. Good work. Good patience, good ball reversal. Liam then attacks the middle a little bit, finds Kazan for three in that corner. 21-11.
That was a nice offensive set. I think that's what Eagan wants to do.
That for sure is their best possession of the game. Here's Bueno, gets to the lane and kicks it around. Here's a little hop back from three. Rims on the hard iron, and Austin Carruthers clears the board. All the way to the glass, left hand off the glass and in. Eastview did not pick him up, and Austin made him pay. 21-13 now. Let's make a little bit of a run of our own here, Eagan, and let's get back into this one. Bueno from the corner, rims hard off, good box outs. Carruthers with another rebound, but Trevor Searing had a great box out on Chet Kloss on that one.
I feel like Egan's getting their legs back right now.
This is another big possession, clawing yourself back. A lot of times comebacks are stirred by made shots, but it takes, here's a challenge and a basket. I was kind of speechless on that. I was kind of waiting to see what was going to happen. I thought Chet Kloss was going to slam dunk that right in front of us, and then I thought that maybe Emmanuel was going to send that back. And we got a hold there down low on number 1, Jordan. He's having a few words with the referees, and now we got some instructions by the other refs too, maybe holding back some substitutions.
Looks like the referee wants to get the call of the books before the substitutes come in.
That Chet Kloss going over the rim pretty hard against Emmanuel Schmitter. Great job of Emmanuel not fouling, but
Amazing.
a good job by Chet Kloss protecting the ball and getting it off the glass for the basket.
Yeah, that was a good matchup. One of the things that I noticed, I'm not sure you can see on TV, is that backboard was really shaking after that collision. That was a fun play. But here we go the other way.
Inbounds pass was a deep one, just kind of set up the offense. Now we got Kazan. Jack Hansen back into the game right now. Kazan working on that short corner, finds Carruthers, cutting that backside. Recognizes a great pass when he sees it, gives Kazan a little bit of a pep talk, and here we go, down 8. Here's number 5 now, Batala. Penetration, Mekinen, guarded well. Here's from Oscar Kazan with the help side defense. Loose ball, picked up by Schmitter. Here's Schmitter, 3-on-2. He one hops, gets it to Kazan, three-pointer, left side.
Oh.
Rims around, no good, and Eastview rebounds. And that was a pretty good transition bucket there as well.
Looked good, it really did.
Here's Adams, now Jordan, tipped around at Jack Hansen, nearly with a steal. Here's Kloss down low, he's got a little bit of a mismatch. Jordan spinning, good defense, Austin Carruthers. Now we got Mekinen, left hand, left side. Jack's hands were a little bit down. We want him to put it on the floor, especially if he's guarding against Jack Hansen. We want to shoot him out.
He has a relatively quick release for his three-pointer.
He's a left-hander, so it's a little bit odd looking at. Here's Carruthers here. Jack Hansen with a power move, nice dish off. And Schmitter finds the basket. Nice pass down low. Jack Hansen, great interior passing. Ramasandi
Nice play.
You're going to be proud of your grandson on that one. Here's Eastview, left side. Batala, back and forth. Here's down low Mekinen. Batala, quick little reversal, looking at Chet Kloss down low. Man-to-man defense. Kloss steps out again. Nice switch there, good ball pressure. Help side, there's Kazan in there. We didn't get there at the time. Kazan a little bit out of that lane. He needs to be under the basket for that. Unfortunately, he got there a little bit late, and Mekinen makes him pay once again. And here we go, see it on the high screen. Mekinen is the real deal, Dan. What do you think?
There's no doubt why he's a top recruit. That was a nice, strong drive on the baseline and throws it down with enthusiasm for 2 points. Big dunk there. So Eagan's going to take the timeout here, needs to regroup. And while we do that, it does give me a chance to recognize some of the sponsors that we've had behind Eagan boys basketball for the season. Take a moment here. This timeout is sponsored by our platinum sponsors, Chick-fil-A, the Urgency Room, Twin Cities Orthopedics, and Escape With Us Vacations. Thank you for your sponsorships this year that allowed Eagan boys basketball to do some extra things. All right, Pat, we went double-digit lead for Eastview. Eagan came back, cut it to 8, and now we have a timeout, 11-point differential. Got about 4 minutes left in the half. What are you thinking happens here for Eagan? What are they going to do to cut that by halftime?
I really think that was a good timeout. When Mekinen got the alley-oop slam dunk, everything kind of continued to spiral away from them. And McKenzie didn't want that to happen again. He calls a quick timeout. That's his second timeout. He's got 3 more. You can't take them home with you. And so you gotta use them if you need them. Quick little foul here in the backcourt on Mekinen, going for the steal and didn't get it. Full court press, little diamond press. Finds Carruthers down in the middle and hands it off to Max Busley.
Speaking of Max Busley, I'd really like to see him get loose here and hit some threes. We could use that for the Wildcats. He's been hot all season. Let's see if he can get a 3 up.
He likes that left corner. Let's see if we can get him down. But speaking of your call right there, rims around, no good. Yeah, I like Busley getting some open shots here. He can knock those down as well. Here again, 1 shot, 1 rebound here by Eagan. Eastview's controlling it. Mekinen, another 3. Another 3 by Mekinen. Unfortunately, we're on the wrong side, Dan. We can't see points, but he's got 3 threes.
I think that's number 4.
4 threes, and he's got 2 dunks. I think he's got a couple of layups and a couple of free throws. He's probably around 15, 16 points in the game, I'm thinking. Of course, that could be Dorsey math. I don't know that it's legitimate math.
Fuzzy math. All right.
But he's having a big game nonetheless. 31-17, just 3 minutes to go here. Fadeaway teardrop in the little baseline jumper, no good. Kazan. And here comes Eastview. Just under 3 minutes to go. 31-17. Up top, nearly loses it. Number 24 is in the game. Henry Eliason now in the paint. No good. That's going to tip the last touch by Mekinen, I thought. But referees disagree, and that's going to stay with Eastview. I thought Mekinen tipped that from the backside.
I've got a pretty good view from the perch up here, and I have to agree with you, Pat Dorsey.
No, we're always trying to help these refs as much as they want it. I think we got a foul on the floor. I wasn't sure if we got a foul or a travel.
Looked like a travel
to
me about the same time. I think, Pat, you could offer to help the referees again.
They must have got a little bump right before that travel.
Yeah, it must have been.
Here we go, Eastview, inbounds play underneath their own basket. Gets to the corner, Eliason. Stops by Emmanuel Schmitter, good help side in the backside. Here's Batala. Mekinen, left-hand shot, that's better contested, and that's going to be a result in a missed shot. Emmanuel Schmitter had his hands up on that one. Our hands have been down on on Mekinen on those threes.
You're right. He
and
has
he's
not
just
had
shooting
a.
over the top of us.
I agree with you, Pat. He has not had a hand up to contest his shot on those threes that he's made, and that one was different by E-Man. That was, I think that hand made a difference there.
And that's hard to do because you think you're close enough on him. Here's Oscar Kazan going hard to the rim.
What a
Challenge
shot.
the big guy, and he gets it off the glass for two. Oscar Kazan. Nice bucket there for Oscar. But for this 6'8" shooter on the perimeter, you can be as close as you want. You think you're guarding him, but if your hands are down, he doesn't even know you're really there because he can see over the top of you. Good hustle play. Eastview picks up the loose ball. Just under a minute and a half here to go in the half. 31-19. Batala chases it down, nearly threw it out of bounds. Here's Jordan all the way to the rim. Liam Madigan
big block.
Rejects it, but as he lands with the ball, he lands on the out of bounds line. It's going to stay with Eastview. Nice block, great help side by Liam Madigan. Nice work, good defense, good team defense there on Eagan.
Love to see the aggressive play continue and keep bringing it. Got to come back and
Egan's
score.
Working hard. Here's a little slip screen here. There's Batala on the top. Bueno back in the game, number 2. Here's Batala, hard to the rack. Liam Madigan was in position, but then tried to go up and get that second block again, and he got his hands on his forearm.
One thing I've noticed about what's happening in the first half is that Eastview has really taken advantage of the baseline drives. A lot of their good outcomes has been a result of really pushing the baseline, including even a dunk. I'd really like to see. I think Eagan has it, and we've seen great defense all year, especially in terms of taking charges. I'd really like to see Eagan get in a position to take some charges like they have earlier in the season. One of the best defensive teams for taking charges I've seen in a long time. They need one of those now.
I would agree, and I think they're there. I think Eagan is there. It's just maybe Eastview knows that, and then they're just taking. They're stopping right before that moment happens. That could be Eastview's, strength as well. Oscar Kazan nearly gets a good bucket down the other end. Looking inside to Kloss. Nothing there though. Good help side there on the backside by Emmanuel. Bueno now down low. Kloss double team. Nothing there. Kicks it out. Batala. One more pass. Bueno. He'll slow things down. We got 30 seconds to go. Utala, penetration in the middle. Bueno, here's Eliason in the paint, dishes it off. Adams loses the ball. We got a foul down low. And he's going to go to the line with 15 seconds to go. I think that's on Oscar Kazan on that help side. Good penetration there by Eastview, kind of making Eagan chase a little bit. And then found Adams down low, and we got the foul.
Sort of a good news, bad news thing here in the first half in terms of playing defense on Eastview. The good news is we really have not seen a lot of Eastview players getting buckets and being consistent. The bad news is one of them has, and that's Mekinen has really had his way in the first half.
Yeah, I want to see how many points he does have at halftime. We'll go run down there and check the scorebook, but 10 seconds to go. Oscar Kazan, he wants to get by. He's going to get double teamed. Finds Madigan from the
corner.
There it is. This would be nice. So that drops. No good. There's Emmanuel Schmitter at the buzzer, and that will do it here. So at the buzzer, 35. Pretty good offense there. Oscar Kazan found Liam Madigan all the way on that deep side corner. Had a couple of good looks. Good offensive rebound by Emmanuel Schmitter. But it was all for naught as the buzzer sounds at 35-19. As we go here, rebounds on Eagan side. We've got 9 rebounds. Offensive rebounds, we've got 4, which is more than I thought, actually. I wasn't expecting that. But the key stat right now is 5 turnovers. That's not a lot of turnovers, Dan, in the first half, but like you mentioned, the turnovers that we have had, they've scored on them quite regularly. Rebounds on the other side, Eastview's got 10, so rebounds are about even. Turnovers, though, they're taking care of the basketball and drawing some fouls. So right now, we're in kind of a hole, Eagan, 35-19. We'll find out what some of the adjustments are coming out of the halftime of Coach Kevin McKenzie. And we will be back shortly for the second half. Welcome back to Eastview High School. My name is Pat Dorsey, along with Dan Hope, and statistician here on my left is Bill Bernard. Dan, we had a little struggle early on. Got the electricity got to us a little bit after that alley-oop slam dunk, which was an incredible pass by Amoino. But we find ourselves in a hole, 35-19 right now, Dan.
Pat, one of the things I noticed is that one of their top players, McKinnon, really got unleashed there in the first half. Maybe his offense sort of drove the momentum, and Eagan was playing catch-up. One of the things I wanted to ask you is your varsity coaching experience. You think about halftime adjustments. At what point do you try and get the ball out of McKinnon's hands? Do you double team him? You try and make him become a non-factor for some of the other players on that team, make some plays, and hopefully they don't. Then you go the other direction and get back into it. What do you think about double teaming or somehow denying McKinnon the ball? He's been a threat on the outside and getting to the rim and dunking.
Well, he's got 18 points out of their 35. I think we guessed that he had about 16 when we were just kind of doing the math a little bit. So he definitely has had a big night. But on his three-point shots, I think we're there, Dan, and we just got to get our hands up. Like I was mentioning, he's got 4 3-pointers, and he's 6'8", and so he doesn't know that we're there unless our hands are up. Emmanuel Schmitter got his hands up on one of them, and it made a difference and impeded his shot. I think that's the first call. Just emphasize getting your hands up and making him put the ball on the floor. Now, he's a dangerous athlete that can bring it to the glass as well, but I think he's beating us right now, just catch and shoot, so make him put it on the floor would be my first adjustment, but we'll see what happens. Trapping him, the problem is they've got a lot of weapons on the floor. Unfortunately, nice little slip screen there that the pass was not handled by Jack Hansen. I think he had an open lane here down the middle, but pass was just a little bit low to him. He couldn't handle it, and it turns over again here on Eagan.
I really like that offensive set, though. The play was there. There was potential there to convert. It just didn't happen.
Reversed it well. Here's another bucket down low by Mekinen. Now he brings it down low, huh, Dan?
Yeah, now they got to play an inside.
And I think that's probably what Eastview does. If we try trapping it, getting the ball out of his hands, he's just going to go down in the block. Here's the defense overplaying some passing lanes now. Looks like we're getting some backdoor opportunities. Here's Max Musley from that left corner over Mekinen, rim short. Battling is Jack Hansen. On the floor is Jordan. It's 5-on-4. But maybe this is a time to double team. Jordan was slow to get up, and now he's got the ball in his hands right now. It seems to be okay. Went hard down to the floor. Jack Hansen took it to him a little bit. Kicks it out. Jordan, left-hander, rims around. And he says, I'm okay. I can hit a three as well. Ruhan Jordan, catch-and-shoot guy. Point guard, just got knocked to the floor here just seconds ago. We got a foul there on number 11, Adams, as Austin Carruthers was cut to the basket, just held his jersey.
Pat, one of the things I've seen and heard from Coach McKenzie this year is that Eagan has had one of the highest three-point shooting percentages as a team this year. I don't feel like they've really got what they usually do from the three-point stripe. It's time for that. What do you think that they can do to get that going?
Eastview's really doing a nice job on the perimeter. A lot of times that goes inside out. You get establish the post a little bit. We haven't really had a whole lot of action down low. Austin Kazan pump fakes. One dribble shot from about 15, no good, and Eastview now controls the rebound. We're down 21 at the moment right now. Starts with defensive stops. We got to get defensive stops here to control this tempo. Another open shot, Mekinen, no good. Battle on the backside, rebound is Adams, number 11, and he's going to draw the foul, and Emmanuel Schmitter. Emmanuel Schmitter felt like he was pushed a little bit in the backside, didn't box out, and he just kind of worked him down low on that bottom side, and Adams gets to the free throw line. He's going to shoot two. That's Schmitter's second foul of the game, so no foul trouble on either team. First one is no good. First one is good. Second one is about to come. And same result, 42-19. Giving it to Emmanuel Schmitter now, running the point. Looking to see if there's a mismatch.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Eagan really needs to get him to the rim, get some momentum going with some drives and some finishes with Emmanuel Schmitter.
Carruthers very physical there on that bump. Loose ball, picked it up again by Schmitter. Here we got Austin Kazan, and we got a body foul down low on Kloss. The blue crowd on my right, Dan, did not love that call. The blue crowd on our left loved it.
That's right. That's right.
Kloss got him a little bit with the body, as the ref kind of saw. And here's we got I kind of reached in there a little bit, but you know,
you can put these two in the books.
I can understand Eastview being frustrated on that one.
I think Oscar's got the highest shooting free throw percentage on the team, and now Eastview knows with that foul, him going to the line, there's two. There it is.
He hit some big ones against Bloomington Jefferson late that got the W in the semifinals. Here's Mekinen. That's nearly over and back, but did not call. A lot of times people think that's over and back. He had 1 foot over, 1 foot not, and that is not over and back. You got to get both feet across to have that call. 2-3 zone here, Eagan. Down low, Kloss from Mekinen, no good. Rims around, battling. Here again, Schmitter controls the rebound. Here comes Eagan. 1-on-2, he'll slow things down. Reverse it, Busley. Quick ball reversal. You know, back to your point about the three-point shots by Eagan, every time Eagan catches it, they got a guy right in their passing lane almost as the time they catch it. But Austin Kazan makes them pay with that high-pressure defense, takes it to the rack, no help side defense. He's going to go to the line shooting 1 free throw and the basket.
That was a really strong drive, and you have 14 minutes left in the game here. You really have to start finishing and pushing some up-tempo to get this recovery started sooner rather than later, and that could be the beginning of it right there.
Well, that's the dangerous part about it, though, Dan, isn't it? Where if we start playing an up-tempo game, it could be a 40-point game in about 2 minutes. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We got Jordan over there on the left wing. Batala. If you remember that Jefferson game, you know, Eagan had, here's another alley-oop, no good. Pass was a little bit off timing on that one. Mekinen couldn't handle it. Here's Carruthers left side, three-pointer, no good. Schmitter battling for the rebound, tipped away on that backside. Should be Eagan's ball. Oh, they reversed that one again. I'm 0 for 2 on those calls, Dan.
Hey,
or are the refs? I mean, it's arguable. We got a whistle here. What do we got?
See what the referee's calling.
I thought once again Mekinen came on that backside and tipped it out of bounds. But here we go, full court pressure. And this is what you're talking about, Dan.
We need to change
Maybe get a little tips here once in a while. 2-3 zone, they're dropping back.
Yeah.
Reverse it, there's a left-hand corner. Mekinen, he's not as hot as he was.
That's what we
first
need
hand.
right there.
Here's going in the paint. Austin Carruthers thought he was fouled, no call. And here comes Mekinen working against Busley. Amueno through the lane, and he gets a bucket and the layup. Little up-tempo pace right now here for Eagan. Going full court press. Nearly stolen away Busley. Blocked from behind is Amueno. And here comes Eastview. Nice athletic play there by number 2.
I want to get back down on offense. We really need Max Busley to get some shots off. He's such an outstanding three-point shooter and has not had a lot of shots or makes yet. That could be a key to turning the offense back on.
Well, they're doing a great job on the perimeter defense. Every time we catch the ball, they got a guy right there. They're switching screens on us, and so it's a little tough to get some space. Like I said, it'd be a lot of those three-pointers come from inside low, and the ones that we've gotten today have come from penetration and kicks. And that's what we're not getting here so far in the second half of the.
Well, I think we got a little bit of a slowdown right here by Eastview trying to shorten the game.
Yeah, we're sitting in this 2-3 zone, and that'll allow Eastview to do that. Take some clock right now. It's a 44-23 lead. Pretty smart here to shorten that game for Eastview. Adams kicks it around. One more pass to Amueno. And they'll slow it down again. Once again, Batala will reload here and give it to Jordan.
You know, there's no shot clock this year, so they can really run as much clock as they want if Eagan's going to sit in that zone.
That'll be interesting next year how that'll impact the game. Minnesota is going to have the shot clock for varsity and JV players. Here's Adams, a little dipsy-do underneath Max Busley for 2. And we got another timeout by Kevin McKenzie.
Well, Pat, we've got more of the same to start the second half. We've got Eastview extending the lead. Eagan not quite doing what they've been able to do all year with some strong finishes with Emmanuel Schmitter. He hasn't been able to quite get to the rim like he has. He's so strong in the middle. It'd be nice to see if he can get a change to that. On the other hand, Eagan has also had some outstanding three-point shooting this year, and they haven't really got those shots off. So timeout here, see if they can regroup, change momentum, and really run it out of time. So we got to turn it on. What do you think, Pat? How would you do it if you were in that huddle right now? What do you think that talk sounded like?
Well, I wouldn't. McKenzie's not giving up. There's no question about that. The kids are going to come out of this locker room or come out of this huddle fighting and playing hard. That's not what they don't give up. And so whether we come back and win this game or not, that's a question. But right now it'll be about how do we just play hard, play our game, and just stay competitive here.
Pat, one thing I want to point out is that we talked a lot about McKinnon with 20 points in this game, but one of the things we haven't talked about is Eastview's defense. And I'm looking at the stats right now. We don't have a player yet for Eagan in double digits. What do you think the key is here to get off of that 23-point mark here in the second half and quickly get another 10 points and into the cutting into that lead? What are you going to do for the offense here?
Well, hopefully we can sneak in a sixth man. But the defense on the perimeter has been really solid. That's been the difference in the game for sure. So maybe we can rub some ball screens here. Trevor Searing's in the ball game right now.
There's a drive. I like it.
But we can't take four shots either at the same time. I thought that was a good penetration by Emmanuel. Just lost the ball and stumbled a little bit, and then got the turnover. But our transition defense got back, and here we are.
We've had that a couple times tonight. A couple fumbles away, and what appeared to be open lanes of the basket.
Carruthers now on the right side. Here's Schmitter.
Nice spacing.
Schmitter with the hands down. There's Jordan with his hands down. Allowed Schmitter an open shot from 3. That was a nice little curl cut by Liam Madigan, drawing 2 guys on that cut, leaving Schmitter all by himself on the top of the key, hitting that 3.
And Eman's
down
in double
low,
digits.
tips around. McKinnon triple team down there. Backside blocked by Emmanuel Schmitter.
We have our first Eagan player, Emmanuel Schmitter, into double digits with 10 points after that three-pointer.
Boy, McKinnon drew a crowd there, didn't he, down low? He picked up 3 guys immediately.
I think they know who he is by this point.
Yeah. Here's McKinnon working against Schmitter. Down low, and we got a foul before the charge. I think Searing was there ready, but we got a foul on the floor before that, and that's going to go on. I didn't see the ref. Was it 13? Yep, 13. That's Emmanuel's 3rd foul. Second team for the second half.
For some reason, McKinnon keeps getting the ball. I'd really like to see what Eagan can do to deny having him get those touches and see if some of the other players on their team can step up, not let him have the ball.
Here we go. Here's Amueno running the point there. Good help side defense on Oscar. McKinnon, here's Vitala now, guarded by Oscar. Liam Madigan in the game now for Eagan. Here's Adams, working the perimeter. And they're just playing a little catching game, starting to shorten this game a little bit. Eliason now into the game for Eastview. Here's a backdoor cut, and we got a charge here.
And guess who?
Trevor Searing keeps the streak alive. That a kid. 33 steps in there on that penetration, and that's on Wayno, he kind of came in a little bit, hot and didn't stop before he kicked it out, and Trevor Searing was able to step in there, take that charge.
What did we hear earlier this week at the basketball banquet? Did he have more than 20 charges earned this season?
I think that was his 23rd charge this season right now. I remember
certainly,
hearing 22.
Certainly a team record at Eagan High School. Credit to that young man.
So Eagan, for a team, has passed the team record of charges. The team has taken, I can't remember the number, but it was in the 30s, high 30s. The old record was 21. Here's a shot from the corner, no good. Searing with an offensive rebound. Busley kick out for 3, no good, and a big strong rebound, Mekinen, and here comes Eastview. But the old record for Eagan was 21, and at the banquet the other night, Trevor Searing has 21 or 22 of his own. So Trevor Searing actually broke the record himself, as far as the team. And of course, we have several others that have had a charge as well. And as we're talking about charges, Mekinen hits another 3, and that's going to get him.
I think that's his 5th one. He's on the board with 23 points in the game.
He's having a big night.
Close to half his team's totals. Yeah, I think what Eastview's clearly doing is making sure he touches the ball every time down the court as one of their top players, and good things are happening for them. Got ourselves a timeout here. It does give me a chance to recognize some of our sponsors of Eagan Boys Basketball this year. John Mulcairn with Ballpark Realty, Eagan Arms Pub, Eagan Traveling Basketball, Steve Madden with Morgan Stanley, Dean and Rhonda Olhuse with Olhuse Insurance Agency, Tradition Mortgage, and Valbridge Property Advisors. Thank you for your sponsorship. Made a difference this year by your contribution to the boys basketball program at Eagan. Currently at a 16-12 record, coming in to play Eastview tonight with a 21-7 record.
Winner of this game will advance to the state tournament at Target Center next Wednesday, either morning or afternoon. Usually the 4A schools are the 11, 1, 3, and 4 o'clock game. Here it's off the timeout. We get a little ball screen here, and Oscar Kazan hits from the top of the key.
I like that.
Not giving up. Here we go. Keep playing hard, fellas. It's all right. Mekinen on the high post. Hands off to Batala. Here comes the back screen. I thought that might have been the alley-oop play again. Here's Batala from the corner, and he hits from that wing on the left side. So every time we get a little bit of a momentum swing, then Eastview just answers it and settles everything down. Here's Busley in the corner working against Eliason. Nearly stolen away by Amueno. Busley again. Not reversing it as much in this half. It's kind of staying on that one side. Here's a ball reversal. When you reverse it, it makes the defense, switch from ball side to weak side, and makes it a little bit tougher to close out on shooters. Here's Alex Schrupfer in the game working against Adams. Loses the ball and picked up by Butala. Eliason now settles things down. They're going to try and run some clock once again. 52-29. They're going to try and limit possessions for Eagan to make them not have a chance. Over the back is going to be a foul down low on Alex Schrupfer. And that's going to be a foul on Mekinen. They tried that alley-oop play, I think the possession before that, but I think the timing was disrupted. Maybe somebody dropped the ball or whatever, but that was the play that we've been looking at all practice long, and that time Schrupfer anticipated it. Unfortunately, he got the foul called on him.
Well, what do you think, Pat? Is that the one that worked so well for them in the first half? It got the crowd into it right at the beginning of the game.
That was, and Amueno, I believe, in that first half was the player that made that pass. It was such a great pass. The alley-oop, you look at that slam dunk. as the electrifying play, but a lot of people forget about the pass. The pass is actually tougher probably for the play to happen.
That's right.
Off that offensive rebound, we got a foul on Adams. That's Mario Adams with the foul. That's his first. And Mekinen going to go sit down, and we might be the last of us seeing him tonight, Dan.
7 minutes left in the ball game, and got ourselves a big gap here. I think they're going to rest him.
I think if something kind of feels out of sorts, we might see Mekinen again. But I think his night is over probably. He's a valuable player for that team. He's really good. Here's Schrupfer now on that left side. Madigan gets a ball screen. Quick switch out there on Eliason. Here's Max Busley, looks the back door. Liam Madigan goes to the rim, pulls up from about 10.
Nice play.
From that baseline, and he hits for another bucket. That's Liam's maybe second or third bucket. Wayno dribbling against Max Busley. Eliason, cross-court skip pass. Reverses it back to Wayno. Just kind of working the perimeter again, looking at that clock. Wayno from deep on the left side over Busley, and he hits another three.
Wow. Took that from over by Cedar Avenue.
They're hitting shots.
That was downtown. That was way out there.
Here's Oscar Kazan, rims no good off the back glass. Here comes Eliason, 3-on-2. Wayno, another one from the corner, a little hard off the rim. Alex Schrupfer couldn't hold the rebound on that backside, and it's going to stay with Eastview. Manuel Schmitter, Austin Carruthers coming into the game, subbing in for Alex Schrupfer and Max Busley. Number 55, Schrader, is in the ball game for Eastview. Here's Wayno from that same corner again, and he hits. Last three possessions, he's had 2 out of 3 three-pointers right now. Dylan Wayno. He's got about 3 or 4 threes as well. Here's Schmitter wheeling around, backside nearly stolen. Here's Carruthers from the corner. Rims short. Schmitter rebound. Another corner, short. And we toss on backside. Last touch by Austin Carruthers. Full court press right now by Eagan. Little zone diamond press, looking to trap Hero across half court. Here's Schrader. Didn't go over across half court. Here's where we want to trap him. Oscar Kazan over there. We get the steal.
Nice steal.
Here's Schmitter.
And
looking
the finish.
in, a little fade, no good. Pretty good defense by Jordan, and Schmitter was a little undecisive on how to take that to the rim. That was created by Ruhan Jordan. Another one on Wayno, another one. 3 in a row from that corner. Same spot, same result. Wayno.
I'm looking back at the February game, Pat, and Wayno had, looks like 19 points. So he got hot that last time.
And this is what it kind of feels like right now. It just all came in a streak. Here's Carruthers, it's his turn, no good. Another miss, and a rebound controlled by Eastview, and coach wants to have him settle it down. Paul Getz, the head coach of Eastview. 61-31, 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Eastview in control most of the night, if not all of the night. Inside down low, Kloss left hand lip off the glass, and that's going to be another bucket.
I was just going to say we had not heard much from Kloss, and there you go, an inside move now.
Yeah, he hasn't touched it much in the second half. And here's Carruthers, Trevor Searing, down low, working against Wayno off the glass.
Nice move.
Had a little mismatch down low, the 5 versus the point guard, and nice post feed, first of all, getting it to him, and then nice job finishing Trevor Searing. Here's Wayno, he's feeling it, rims around, no good. He had the hot pony, why not pull the trigger, huh? And he was going to take another shot, and that's going to go out of bounds, Egan's ball. Got Jack Madden coming into the game, senior, and we've got Sam Hull coming in. So nice call here by Coach McKenzie. letting the seniors play their last minutes of their career together as they came up in the youth travel basketball teams. And I just think that's a nice thing to do. This game's over, 63-30 with 3.5 to go. Here's Sam Hull here on the left side. Jack Madden working on the top side, top of the key here. Gets it over to Oscar Kazan, who's had a great career. 3-year starter, Oscar Kazan. Wonderful career, great leader on the team, Oscar Kazan. We will miss him greatly, just how he controls the locker room, Dan. Oscar Kazan, he's a great teammate and loves all of the guys. He doesn't differentiate from his senior buddies. He works with the freshmen, makes the sophomores feel valued. Oscar Kazan's been a great teammate over the years and a great player too. Same with Emmanuel Schmitter. Emmanuel Schmitter, one of very few players that has been all-conference for 3 years. All-conference for 3 years and all-defense. And he's had such a great career, over 1,000 points. Eagan has not had many 1,000-point scorers, and Emmanuel Schmitter, even with the COVID year, Emmanuel Schmitter, gets over that 1,000-point mark. They got Austin Carruthers. He does everything right? And it's like he wants to win so bad, works hard, great work ethic. These younger kids really look up to Austin Carruthers as well. And I know that my son, your son, Adam and Wesley Cooper Bernard here with Bill, they look up to Austin so much as a leader and a player. As we're talking about these seniors, we got Oscar Kazan hitting his last bucket of his career, and he's going to go take a bench, and we're going to get a standing ovation from a couple of these guys. Austin Carruthers, Oscar Kazan, Emmanuel Schmitters. My hat's off to you boys. You've done a lot of good things for this program, turned it around here, and I think we got more to come here in the future, Dan. Here's Schrader on that backside, no good. Back to Jack Madden and Sam Hull. These are two kids that, they didn't get a lot of time, and they could have just kind of thrown in the towel and had, I should be playing more, and they didn't. They rooted on their guys, they rooted on their teammates, and they were part of the team, and being on the scout team and representing the other team's best players. And it takes a whole team effort, whether we read their names in the box scores or not. And here's Jack Madden with the steal. He's going to go hard to the rim, off the glass, left-handed. Blocked though by Batala. That wasn't very nice, Dan.
Let the senior get the finish.
A great steal there by Jack Madden, also with Sam Hull with some defensive pressure there too on that last possession.
I agree with everything you've said about those seniors. They're a top-notch class, a lot of high-caliber kids that have terrific futures. I know they're tremendously disappointed with the outcome of this game, but someday they'll look back and be really proud of the section final that they made it to as a team and how far they've come over the years to get here.
We got a few of the future boys in here. Jack Kruger, Charlie Burke. We've called Charlie's name a few times, but Kevin Kemp here, a freshman, he'll probably run the inside paint, being an eraser next year.
That's right. Look at the size of his
6'8",
feet, number 22.
And he's not done growing, is he? Kevin Kemp. Now we get a nice round of applause by number 5, Elias Batala.
I do want to say credit to the Eastview staff here that has handled this overflow, sold-out crowd. Made sure everybody got a place to seat to watch this game. They did a nice job hosting tonight.
Well, this was Eastview's night from the get-go. They went on a quick early 10-point lead with a couple of minutes into the go of the game. I think I remember the score being like 18-5 or something like that, Dan, and we never really got ourselves back into it. He had a couple of early turnovers that led to some easy baskets, and then it just got away from there. So we're down to 20 seconds here. Going to go out of bounds, stay with Eastview.
Well, I know the Eagan fans are disappointed, but we had a full section of the pit. Lots of students standing. They certainly were good sports and cheered for their team, made their home team playing varsity Wildcat team proud.
Oh, what a fun environment too. You got the girls going to state, you got the boys playing the section final. You know, when's the last time Eagan basketball, boys and girls, have had a sellout crowd? You know, we've had 2 of them here as we go. And so that is the final buzzer. 63-36. Eastview will represent our section at this state tournament at Target Center. That'll be on Wednesday night. The seating will happen probably tomorrow morning sometime, so they won't know when they play until tomorrow afternoon, nor will they know who they play until tomorrow afternoon. But I would tell you what, Dan, it was a pleasure calling games with you this year. So thank you for your time. Bill, when you arrived on the stats, that made a nice addition to what we were talking about. That helped, so thank you, Dan. Thanks to all of our sponsors, great sponsors throughout the year. And then also ETV for a great opportunity to bring our games to the Eagan community and let the grandparents follow the games, you know, out of town. And so it's just been a nice partnership here with ETV. So, Josh, I want to thank you guys in the booth. This is Pat Dorsey signing off. Eagan loses tonight, 63-36. That'll bring their final overall record to 16-13, one of the best records of Eagan basketball in the last 10 years. That'll do it for me. Pat Dorsey along with Dan Hoke and Bill Bernard. Have a good night.
Beginning with the managers, the runner-up Eagan Wildcats. Beginning with the Eagan Wildcats in numerical order, 0, Sam Hall. Number 1, Adam Dorsey. Number 3, Oscar Kazan. Number 5, Tavon Bakken. Number 10, Austin Carruthers. Number 11, Max Busley. Number 12, Jack Madden. Number 13, Emmanuel Schmitter. Number 15, Jack Kruger. Number 20, Brooklyn Evans. Number 22, Kevin Kemp. Number 23, Owen Ford. Number 25, Alex Rucker. Number 30, Charlie Burke. Number 31, Liam Madigan. Number 33, Trevor Siring. Number 40, Jack Hansen. And number 42, Owen Wackenstead. Elijah Montour. Orrin Bockenstead. Although the coaches do not receive awards or medals at the section level, we want to recognize them. Assistant coaches Aaron Strahan, Jordan Bartle, and head coach Kevin McKenzie. Huge round of applause for the Eagan Wildcats. Would the captains please come up and accept your runner-up trophy? And now the Section 3 4A Championship Trophy and individual medals will be awarded to the Eastview Lightning. Number 1, Ruhan Jordan. Number 2, Dylan Amelino. Number 3, Abdul Qadir. Number 4, Eagan Wildcats. Number 5, Elias Kapala. Number 10, Mario Adams. Number 11, Miles Adams. Number 12, Aaron Bond. Number 13, Parker Leloup. Number 14, Chuck Cross. Number 15, Tyler C. Number 20,